Hey guys, Chiroguys here. Today we're going to talk about muscle memory, meaning the science of muscle memory. All right, so we need to talk about this one, the muscle memory for all of us. We talked kind of about some elite athletes, why that becomes important, what they do to create this muscle memory that's kind of like I call it a little secret sauce. You hear all about these different things that people do to become great athletes and all those things, but one thing they never talk about is this muscle memory and like how that intertwines with things.
Yeah,
too.
and it's just an inadvertent thing. But you know,
Yeah.
we've talked about elite athletes, but the reality is we're not elite athletes, and
Right.
you probably aren't either. Even though we do know that LeBron James is a subscriber.
Yes.
So if you want to do the same thing LeBron James does,
I'm just kidding. We don't know if he is or not. I mean,
we're trying to get subscribers.
Bro, I know.
Don't tell him that.
It could have been.
Yeah.
Could have been.
Yeah, Tom Brady is too, and you.
He said, I know Tom Brady is watching with his mini bye week here. Were you at home watching?
I was. I saw quite a bit of it. I love that show, man. That's, I don't know if we can get any better than that.
All right. So, but here's the reality. We're average Joes. And of course, when it comes to average Joes, there's 5 rules to dodgeball. Dodge, dip,
I can't wait.
duck, dive, and dodge.
Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. What?
I mean, we just ended
Yeah.
it. Take care. Nice to know you.
Yeah, we don't really mean that. We're
No,
joking.
no. But here's the thing. That's actually really good advice.
It is
As
good.
horrible as that advice is. And why is it good advice? Is because of muscle memory.
Yes.
Because what is muscle memory? What's happening? Why is if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball actually good advice?
Because, it's interesting because as you go, there's so many different neurological reflexes, one, that come with getting something thrown at you. So that's actually unconsciously built in. But when you start to practice those things, then you start becoming really good at them.
Yeah, well.
It just so happens a wrench but hurts way worse, so it's major. Your body kind of does a little bit more shifting.
But what you're doing is you're using muscle memory. Muscle memory is a connection between your brain and your muscles, and by repetition it improves, and really what it is the more you do it, you start to have that unconscious competence.
Right.
And so as silly as it is, dodging this thing, getting this thing thrown at you and getting it out of the way does make it more likely that you can actually dodge a ball as well, just by that sheer repetition.
Right, and that's why you notice when somebody has a physical type job, they could be a police officer or those things, the more experience they have in their years, the less time they have to worry about their ability to do a certain thing. So let's say you're a builder, a contractor, let's say, and you're building a wall of a house. You already have these like 7 movements that you do on the regular basis where you can punch up a wall much faster than the guy that's got the instruction manual in front of him and trying to put those together.
Pausing my YouTube video.
Yeah, exactly. YouTube. That's
Hey,
exactly.
YouTube videos are great.
I know, and constructing a wall is terrible, but that's how it goes. It's like there's guys that can just go, voila, and the reason that happens is because they've created their own pattern.
Yep.
And so this unconscious competence is something that they just walk right into. They know how to do all these things. They have it like a list in their brain, essentially.
Yep.
And it's a big deal. It's a big deal for our bodies. So,
So for our weekend warriors or average Joes,
Yeah.
there's people that want to get out there and they want to improve their golf game. People that want to, do a little better in the bowling league.
so here's a question for you.
Yeah.
Why every time I can almost guarantee you will not get better at any of those sports. You will either maintain or maybe even get worse if you only play once a week. Why is that?
Well, is that really developing true repetition?
That's true. So a lot of people
that's part of the
try to get
definition of muscle
out,
memory.
right? So you try to get out and play golf once a week,
Yeah.
right? But your buddy gets out 3 times. Guess what? he's gonna beat your butt eventually. Because why?
You realize we just lost all female subscribers whose husbands want to say, honey, I'm gonna go hit some balls at the range. I need to get better.
Oh, yeah.
So
I mean-
way to go. We lost all 2 female subscribers.
Yes.
We're sorry,
Dang
ladies.
it. I'll bring that back. So, if your husband wants to get really good at cleaning the kitchen,
Yes.
he has to do it 3 times
Or
at
more.
least
Or
a
more.
week. There you go. Now we'll get more.
Good one.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, women subscribers. I wasn't gonna leave you out.
They're back.
No,
They're back.
That's right. That was awesome.
But just to clarify, he was not saying only women clean the kitchen. That's not what he was saying.
No.
Just,
And we lose a bunch more. Dang it.
I got dishpan hands.
Oh,
he
yeah.
does too. It's a good thing.
There is nothing wrong with that.
So let's get back to it. So
Yeah.
here's where our average Joes are weekend warriors. Is the reality is what makes them get better is the same thing that makes elite athletes get better. And that, of course, we say that muscle memory is about repetition, which means practice makes perfect, right?
Correct.
But
Yeah. Right.
But
Yeah. So the problem is if you practice incorrectly.
yes.
You know, so what happens a lot of times is because we go into these worlds not knowing what we're doing, and it gets kind of clunky. So, like Matt brought up a good point right before this, saying if anybody's ever want to YouTube Charles Barkley swinging a golf club,
Yeah.
it's not the prettiest thing you've ever seen.
It is a painful, violent-looking thing. And here's the thing about it: is there's videos from him doing this for 30 years. So repetition, right? He's developed this habit. It just jerk.
Yeah,
Just
as a chiropractor, it kills us. So with that kind of golf swing, we're talking like Charles Barkley. That's not. It brings up a good point. You can actually create,
develop.
Yeah, exactly.
And ingrain is another way to put that as well
the
too.
wrong way
Yeah.
to do things, and
Yeah.
that's a big deal.
And that's what our buddy Chuck has done.
Yep.
He is our buddy. But that's
That's one of my favorite players of all time. That guy was a beast.
I actually am pretty impressed by his play on the court
Yes.
as well. And he's a pretty funny guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he's actually developed the dark side of muscle memory. We're gonna have a video on that you'll see connected here as well to see. But then we have something, we talk about his golf swing, and then
Right.
we talk about the greatest golf swing of all time is all about muscle memory as well. And who is the greatest golf swing of all time?
So
The most beautiful swing in the modern era, I believe.
I think they had him in the movie hitting
Like 500 yards or something.
587 yards.
Now here is the reality: is we can say, oh, obviously that's a silly movie, that's a funny movie, that's a goofy movie.
Yeah.
But the reality is any dude with a golf club has tried that. It is really freaking hard. And obviously Adam Sandler wasn't really hitting it 500 yards or everybody be doing that.
Right.
But Adam Sandler did have to learn how to run up to the ball and hit it.
like a hockey stick.
It-
Amazing.
Yeah, it's absolutely incredible. But recognize this: even for that movie, he still had to use muscle memory.
Exactly.
And it had a fluidity, a beauty to it. He actually developed a skill, now a worthless skill, but he
Right.
developed a skill to
Right.
do that.
Exactly.
And more importantly, he punched Bob Barker in the face.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You like that, old man? You want a piece of me? I don't want a piece of you. I want the whole thing.
So we're gonna end on that one.
Oh, yeah, yes.
Because
Because-
Bob Barker was the man in that
Oh,
video, and
was awesome,
Happy
yes.
Gilmore was. Yeah. So watch that. Go watch Happy Gilmore, and then come back watch the rest of our videos